Well, I guess it's Thursday, April 22nd. I've slept a lot since the last one of these. Just, my cheap way of time travel. I needed the sleep anyway, but then just when the alarm went off, it's just like, eh, and then just put on something to watch and fall back asleep. I didn't intend to, I didn't plan to. Lay there for 15 hours, maybe 16. I'm not hungry since the last time I ate when I was making food right before this. I guess I was like, I was around like 10 o'clock in the morning yesterday. But it has been 15 hours. It's just after 3 a.m. now. And, as far as what I was talking about then, I still don't have any new information. Of course, I haven't gone looking either. Nothing is requiring my attention. So if there is stuff out there, it's like I don't know about it. It hasn't been sent to me or delivered with my attention. And it might be available, like look at. It's been answered in a public space. And maybe that's all there is. It's a safety, a safe way for people to communicate anonymously, or they can feel that they have satisfactorily answered questions, and people can make of them what they want, and they have the safety of other people around. It's like giving somebody bad news. Do it in a public space. That way the other person can't make a scene, or they're less likely to make a scene, and you get to feel you've got all the support around you. And that if something did happen, it's like, well, you've got all these strangers to help. They don't know what's going on, but they'll support the person who appears to be like the person, in struggle. Whereas the other person who's, highly upset or whatever, they look like the bad guy. So they're obviously the bad guy. Or something. I'm not saying that it's anything to do with this. It could just be, I need to, continue to, and that's what I hope, is just give more space. Time and space. So that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm hoping. So I'm not going to look around for more information. Because if I look around, I will find something, and I will begin to overanalyze it and pick apart. And I'll find things that I can draw conclusions one way or the other, or from both, and just make up entirely different stories. And it's like, and it's like, so I just don't dare give myself any new information to look at, because I don't know the motivation behind whatever it is that I might see. It might be totally unrelated, because I know when I'm in distress, I will default to just, casual things that have nothing to do with it, but just to show that I'm doing okay, and, just, this is what I saw, or this is what I thought about, or this is what appeared, but, and the real response is still, on its way. It's still working through the baffles. So, anyway. So, like I said, I'm still there, but as I was waking up from my last stretch of sleep, I was thinking about how as time stretches, it's still connected. It stretches it just stretches a little bit until it snaps. This just gets tenuous there in the middle and thin. So, like, I don't know. I was thinking like taffy. So as time goes on, it's like, you know, my tenuous hold on the reality, it's like it's proving stretched thin. Maybe it always was. Maybe it didn't exist in the first place. But I think it did. I think it does. Because otherwise, I don't know. There is some it's not just my imagination. That's the most important thing. You know, it's not. There is something. There is real. It is. There is something real there. It might not be exactly, you know, how real it is to me, or my version of real, but it's not just one-sided. So, and I think that's something to take to heart. That you know, having had a lasting impact, and it doesn't have to end. It's not an ending. It's a changing, a reevaluating of circumstance. So, and like I said, it lets them know where I'm at. That yeah, I've had to have been. I mentioned in December that I would have to be, you know, sequestering my emotions to continue to be able to interact, you know. So it's like my feelings haven't gone anywhere. They've changed, altered, and probably grown quietly, and I don't talk about it. And I keep their awareness of it. I try to keep it, you know, I don't feel wanted or required, you know, feel kind of irrelevant, sometimes a little bit obsolete. But that's not, you know, that's me feeling that. That's me choosing to feel that way. No one's making me feel that way. So I just keep my emotions to myself. But, you know, just recent, it's just like, it seemed like maybe, so I had to check. I had to let those rise to the surface a little bit. And it's like, because I think this whole thing with me, you know, trying to move on with another person and me talking about it, I think that bothered them. I mean, this might be my imagination. Bothered them and got them to think about it a little bit. You know, me moving on, going away, because I will start a new conversation, and I will start, you know, lavishing attention on another person. And then, you know, but that didn't go anywhere. I talked about that, and, you know, that was like, oh, okay. Don't panic. But then they started talking about this other person on their end, and that bothered me. It's like, no. So, and I had to let them know about that it bothered me, and why it did. So it's like, well, it bothered me because I have these emotions that I don't talk about. And that's where they're processing. And it's like, well, he's got these emotions that, you know, it's like, dang, inconvenient. Well, or are they looking at, maybe they share those, but then it's like, what to do. So, that's where we're at. And I'm just, you know, leaving space, holding space, reserving space. And there's space enough. So, it's very quiet. So, anyway, I'm thinking about going for a run My foot's better. But I don't want to overexert it, so I'll just be careful. It's cold. It's really cold. It snowed yesterday. It's going to warm up. By like, in just a couple days, it'll be 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's why I got all the pictures I got today in the video. Because I knew it would be a long time before we saw snow again. I wonder if I'll still be doing these by the next time it snows. We'll see. So that's like as long as I can manage my own feelings in such a way that it's like, whatever this is, it doesn't end. I just need to work on figuring out. It's like, and it doesn't require, yeah. I guess it depends on willingness on their part too. It's not a one-person operation. It's like I can't have the relationship by myself. It's just not going to work. And have the conversation by myself. I tried that. But as long as they're a willing participant in the conversation, even if it's not the kind of conversation that I want it to be, it'd still be a conversation worth having, right? At least that's where I'm at right now. I don't know. Everything changes. But right now, even if, because I guess, honestly, what I'm looking for is some sort of confirmation of reality. And it's like, if you want me, say so. If you don't, say so. And if there's any potential, say so. Otherwise it's just like, well, I have to go from there, wherever there is. And I'll be okay with it. But I just don't want later on there to be like, well, I didn't mean it like that. I just kind of want as good of a possible understanding as possible before I make my next decision, based on the reality as I understand it. So I'm trying to get their feedback on their reality as they understand it before I start making decisions on my end. So I will be making decisions. These are decisions that are waiting. And there are people that are curious. And it's like, well, should something happen, it's like, well, let me go check with my imaginary girlfriend, see if it's okay. So, and then I'd feel guilty. Like, oh, dang it. And it's like, should I? I don't know. Because it feels like I'm somehow committed to this. I think that might just be me. So it's like, I don't know. I think it is just me. Of course, I can't speak for that. So it's very confusing. This is why I'm checking. This is why I've actively have taken action and I'm checking. And that's as much as I can do. And so hopefully their answers are not in the form of questions or answers in the form of riddles that are leave open to interpretation and subjective analysis, I guess. Because I can come up with whatever answer, and it's like I want them to want to be clear. Don't leave it all up to me to interpret reality. It's like people, it's like I'm at a place where I feel like I know what I want and the direction I want to go. But if you know, I can't speak for anybody else. And maybe they just really, really, really do, at this point, just want to be, left alone. Then that's what I'll do. I've offered it before, and they told me no. Do you want me to leave you alone? No, I didn't say it like that. I wrote it. I said, my best guess is to just leave you alone. And they kind of were like, well, thanks for the offer, but no. They want to be left alone and write, but they don't want to be left alone, and they want communication. And I personally need more than that. So that's just how it is. I need more than that, and that's okay. And if they cannot or are not capable in their life where they're at of, that's just how it is. So, and me being accepting of that. But I just can't imagine. It's like, I go my way, make another choice, meet somebody new, start investing time in somebody else, and then I, stick around because that's what I'll do. That is what I will have done, if that is the case. But I don't know. But then, I see that she meets somebody. It's like, I worry because of, what happened last time with the other person. It appeared, but then people, they stay hidden for a long time. And I have to trust, it's like, she knows. People are dangerous. People are not to be taken lightly. People, to me, are threats. People are threats. People are dangers. And not everyone is, but you can't tell who's who. It takes a lot of time for people to show themselves. So she knows that, but she might get emotionally compromised, like I get emotionally compromised, and make decisions too fast, place too much trust too quickly, and then end up, finding herself in a bad way. And but she has protection. She has people over there that would be able to witness and help, I think. I mean, I really don't know what the reality of her situation is. Her lifelines might be, just all of them, mostly physically remote. I don't know. She's a grown woman. She's successfully made it to the age she is. Before me, I've just been around these past 7 months now. Just kind of. So, it's the best non-relationship I've ever been in. Or it's the best writing, correspondence I've ever been in. Well, it's one of the only ones. Well, technically. It's the best, most investigated writing collaboration that I've ever had the great fortune to participate in. So there's that, and I've got this wonderful record of it. So none of it's lost. And that's the other thing that about phone calls, and there's no record of it. Maybe that's one of the other things. It's nice to have that record to look at, to see where things went right, and to see where things went wrong, or to see where people said what, and take a look at it later. So that is nice. But I really would like to talk. And it's not like setting a precedent either. Where it's like, once we talk, then we always have to talk. And it's like that gate is opened, and it's like forever, we have to talk. If we don't talk, then we're not, it's not good enough, we're not talking. No. And I think it's part of the fear It's like as soon as that is, then you cannot go back. No, I just want to talk at least just a couple times, or just spread it out, or when it's convenient, or when both parties are willing. It's not like once we talk, and it's only talking from then on, and that something's wrong if we're not talking and just going back to writing. Writing is convenient. Writing I can pick up and do at any time. I can see my words, I can think about it. So I like writing too. And maybe just talking is, I don't know how to think, and maybe they're auditory processing. I have no idea how auditory processing works except for me, and it's like, I've had to practice at being okay on the phone. I would never say I like being on the phone, but I've gotten better at it as I've been kind of, I won't say forced, but highly motivated to try or something. I don't know. So anyway, a whole lot of words, and I haven't arrived at any answers, of course. Never do. But dang it, change. But at least I'm a person these days who is capable of learning, adapting. So being a person capable of backing up their words with action, and if called on, people don't give me, I don't give myself enough credit, but other people don't give me enough credit either for, give me something to do, watch me go to work. This planet's not that big, so I can get things done that even I don't even know, and it's like I get there, I get to the other side or whatever, and it's like, how did I even, and it's like, necessity is the mother of invention. So I find something I want, and I just figure it out, as if my life depended on it. Because a lot of times it does, so I treat it like it does. And mental gymnastics to operate through the rest of the world that doesn't get it. So I have to play along with the games of the rest of the world to be able to navigate my way. And it takes a lot of cooperation and patience and tolerance to figure things out. But people can see that my intentions, I swear, they can see that I'm operating and giving as much as I can, and people see that, I think, and they want to help. They don't understand why they're helping, but they want to help. So it's like it's my approach, and it has helped me, gotten me, it's opened doors. So I guess that's all I can say right now, and I should let this go before it gets too much longer. So yeah, we'll see. The next video will be on its way in a while. We'll see what that looks like. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to it. But it's on its way regardless. It's one of those inevitabilities. But not all inevitabilities are bad. So that's a good thing. There's possibilities. The inevitability of possibility. Okay, now I should go.